This video is the first of a series showing my van build from start to finish. Today, I walk through the first couple steps in getting an empty van for your conversion build. Cleaning, which may include some disassembly of old shelves or in my case a partition, paint touch-ups, and getting your subfloor and flooring insulation in. I'll have a list of all the materials and tools that I used in today's video in the description. Make sure to do the research and measuring for your own van as well though, because what works for my van may not work for yours.
Okay, so at Home Depot, got this tool that should do the trick to remove the rest of these little bolts that were like these hooks and stuff for a traditional cargo van. So I'm gonna get all these off and get to cleaning, hopefully. So what I'm doing for these ones that I've stripped down a little bit, were already stripped by themselves, is I'm just taking the hammer and tapping this bit in just enough that it fully catches, because I don't want it to strip even more. So this is my first look at the floors look like in here. Mostly just dirty, which is nice. So really, what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this mat as a template for our plywood and our foam board. So I'll measure this, see how many square feet it is, and then that way I can determine how many sheets of plywood and foam board I need. And then I'll cut it up and try to be as economical as possible. 12 feet by 6 feet is 72 square feet. And 2 sheets of plywood, or 1 sheet of plywood is 32 square feet. It's 4 by 8. So we are going to need about 2.5. While I'm in here with my tape measure out, I'm going to go ahead and measure all of these supports and stuff all over the place, so that I can figure out how many flooring strips I need. Because ideally I'd like to do that right around the same time or directly after doing the flooring. So yeah. Unfortunately, I am seeing a couple of areas where the paint is worn off from the construction guys that had this van before. So as much as I'd like to skip any painting, I do feel like I'm going to need to get maybe one. I'll probably just end up getting 1 can of spray paint and just spraying any areas that look like the paint is fully worn off, just so that it's done right. So I'm going to make a list, and since I stayed in the Home Depot parking lot, I'm just going to go back inside. Just got done doing a quick test fit for the foam insulation, and everything is looking pretty good, except for one little bit over here. I just need to cut this foam. I don't know if you can see that it's sticking up a bit, so I'm going to cut that real quick, and just going to leave it, and then I'm going to use the foam for my stencil for the plywood, and I'm going to cut that and hopefully get it all down real quick. Oh, shit. Try to use these like factory flat edges as much as you possibly can. Reduces cutting and make sure that your lines are straight and that you have theoretically perfect 90-degree angles, that is. Okay, let's do a good old dry fit of all this stuff and see if we can put her down. Put her down for a nap. Oh, son of a bitch. So what I'm gonna do is those spring strips that I got yesterday. I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna cut a piece of the foam out, just 2 long strips, and I'll tie each piece into itself. I left my park gun upstairs in my apartment. So what that means is that I'm going to have to jerry rig my own park gun. I'm not too concerned about it. So I just realized that stopped recording. They ran out of data. Storage. But so I have the furring strips, both of them down on either side, and I decided to screw them into the van, like into the floor of the van, so that I can screw the plywood down into the furring strips, and then it'll be nice and secure. Cool. And now, when the spray foam expands, it'll level out nice and evenly because the plywood is holding everything down against the furring strips. So the furring strips and the plywood, I guess. Whatever. This is that spray foam. I put down adhesive. Now, I'm just going to throw this stuff down. This is the set that I got. I have this little Allen key in here, so you can adjust this guy up. Since I already have the plywood down, I'm going to go ahead and adjust it a little bit so that I don't need to go so far. There you go. Cool. Now our floor's in. Easy peasy, right? Am I right? Or am I right? I'm right.